Hey, this is Peter Graphics, and today we're going to customize PhotoCentral. So PhotoCentral has lots of stock art embedded in it that you can replace to give PhotoCentral a customized look and feel. And there really are three places you can replace content. On the home page, there are four pieces here that you can replace. On the shop page, there are these we call product images that can all be replaced. The shop title can be replaced. And finally, if I click into one of these product groups, you'll see all these product images, and the product images themselves can be replaced. So all this content can be replaced, and we do that all through Retailer Central. So let's click on Retailer Central, and we've logged in. Now in Retailer Central on the main menu page, you'll see this help link. If you click on it, you'll get to the PhotoCentral manual, which I have here on the right. And this manual is always up to date, so if we make any changes, it's live. So whenever you click on the help link, you're always going to get the most recent menu, and I'm sorry, the most recent manual. If I scroll down here to page 9, you'll see this discussion about customizing PhotoCentral, and this is kind of important because you'll get on this page the sizes of the various images that you need to use. Now, if you don't make the images the proper size or the size that we recommend, things will still work. They just might not line up exactly right. So we do recommend that you use these image sizes that we've specified here. And also note that the center image, the last Retailer Central manual, we changed it slightly, so you want to take a look at this when you can. Let's go back to our home page. So we want to replace on our home page, we're going to replace this, this main image and these lower three images, which you can see here in the manual. We call them center, lower center, left and right, and we give you the pixel dimensions. Now when we replace these images, we are also going to be replacing the links that they represent. So if you hover over any of these things, you can see that they bring you someplace. Like if I click on this photo books image on our stock site, it's going to bring me to the photo book page, right? So we need to replace all of this content and the links into which they will go when people click on them. And we do, again, all that from Retailer Central. So let's go to Retailer Central. There are two places that you need to be concerned about in Retailer Central when it comes to custom content, and that is the Content Manager and the PhotoCentral link itself. So the way we manage custom content for PhotoCentral is we ask that you to upload it into the Content Manager, and then once all of your content is in the Content Manager, you then specify it in PhotoCentral. Now we do it that way because you may want to have 10 different pieces of content that you put into the Content Manager for, say, the main center image, and you may rotate that depending on sales, depending on the time of year, and so forth, right? So if you make a Halloween image and upload it next Halloween, you could respecify it because it's always going to be in your Content Manager. So we want to upload content to the Content Manager and then specify that content within PhotoCentral. So let's start with the Content Manager. So if I click on that, right now I have no content in my Content Manager, so I'm going to click Add New to add content. And I'm specifying the file, the type of the file, and a description, which allows me to see it in a pick list when I'm customizing PhotoCentral. So let me choose some content here. And I've pre-made this content and I've organized it into this folder, and I have, let's see, a main image here which we're going to put on the top center. I have some lower images here that represent some products and I have a new product group image which is right here, so I'm going to be adding all of this content. So let's start with this what I call the die cut main image, and I'm going to give it the name die cut main image. Then I'm going to choose my message boards, and my photo books. And let's see, my prints. Okay. Now, when I was doing this, I was by default selecting my type, which is it happened to be a PNG image. But content can be either an image, Flash, or actually raw HTML. So Flash and HTML get kind of complicated. So we do recommend that you use just images. But for example, if you were using Flash, so Flash content is actually totally self-contained, and though we are going to be specifying URLs for the images later on, those URLs actually have no impact, no effect on Flash. Flash has to be completely self-contained and have its own links within it, so you have to be careful about Flash. So we do recommend that you do images, which is what we did here, and I'm going to go back to my list, and here they are. So these are all the images for the content that I've created, and let's go back to PhotoCentral and specify that content. So we're working with this PCL4 account in PhotoCentral. These are all my accounts. And I'm going to click on main content, and I'm going to add new main content. So what I do here is I select a keyword. And the keyword is a way of specifying what content I'm referencing on the main page. So as you can see here, I have center, lower left, lower right, and shop title. And those refer to these. This is my center, this is my lower left, center, and right. And on the shop page, this is my shop title. So that's all the content that I can specify from within my PhotoCentral main content manager. So let's start with our center content, which we said was going to be this die cut main page. Now I can say that this is going to be a raw URL, in which case I'd specify URL here and just type in some sort of URL like that would go within our site, or I can just specifically say I want to go to two-sided cards because I know that my die cuts are on the product page, the product group page called two-sided cards. So I can specify a URL or any of these product groups and even just the shop page here as the link type. The tooltip says the tooltip is something that people will see when they hover their mouse over that image. So let's just save this content, go back to our home page, refresh, and we now see our new content. And if I click on this and click through to it, it's going to bring me to my product group of die cut images, which are my two-sided cards. Let's go back to our home page again, and let's change these three images. So we go back to our Retailer Central, back to our list, and now we want to add a new lower left, let's say. Lower left, we'll make it photo books, and we're going to go to the books. I'm going to leave the tooltip blank for now. Let's go back to our list. So now we have center, lower left. Let's add lower center, and we'll make that our prints. That's going to go to, let's see, prints. And let's go lower right. We can do that right from here. We don't have to go back. And let's make that message boards. The message boards is in our gifts area, so let's click on gifts and save. Back to our list. So our main content is defined, and as you can see, I only do one tooltip, but let's go back here and refresh and see what it looks like. So there are message boards, prints, photo books, die cut holiday cards. And if I click into any of these, for example, if I click into message boards, it's going to bring me to my gift section, and I happen to put message boards at the very top. So I've customized my home page. But now I'm going to click on my shop page here, and I'm going to show you how we can customize a product group image. So all of these images we've actually put on our site now in the support on the downloads page so that you can take them and modify them. These are all fireworks images, so you can actually edit this text. And so this create photo greeting cards, right now it says photo greeting cards, photo booth, prints, album page. I don't want that text. So I want to change that, I want to swap that image out. And so what I've done is I've taken this image and I've modified the text so that it has some different text here. And I'm going to swap that out using our content manager and PhotoCentral customization. So one more time, let's go back to our main content section, and we really want to go back to our main table. All right, so here's our account that we've been customizing. So this is our main content. We've done that, but I want to change out some product group images. So I'm going to click on product group images and say add new. And the product group in question is going to be just simply cards, or flat cards. And let's see. Oh, we haven't uploaded the image yet. So let's go back to our list. Let's go back to our content manager, and let's add that image that I wanted to replace. That was, let's see, that was this guy right here. So I've removed everything but photo greeting cards. So I'm going to choose that. I'm going to make this our new photo greeting cards product group. Save that. Let's go back to our PhotoCentral, product group images. Let's add a new one. Product group is cards. It's this, and we're going to save that. All right, so we don't have to specify URL because the product group images are always going to go to the same product group. So this is our shop page, and as you can see, we right now have create photo greeting cards and photo booth, album pages, and so forth. And now if I refresh, we're going to get our new product group image, which is something else entirely. Now you can swap out all of these product group images to give yourself sort of a custom look and feel. You can also swap out this thing which we call the shop title. This is actually an image. It's not a title. It's really an image that you can swap out and make anything you want. It could be a blank white background JPEG or PNG file so that nothing shows there. So you can customize this entire page, and as I said before, within this grouping, and this, we're not going to do this today, but you could replace these images using the same technique, Content Manager and then PhotoCentral. And that is it for now.